we go, graceful in the morning light. Bend your fair, follow you softly in the cold mountain air.
What are you doing, Nick?
I'm stirring up preparation 500, which is the horn manure, and we're going to spray it around where we're going to grow. So this is a small holding here that was managed chemically for quite a few years. Although we've been growing organically for the past 3 years, it's got a feel, there's sort of very heavy clay soil, it's got a feeling of being quite dead. So the preparation 500 apparently is good for stimulating soil life and the energies in the soil and the fertility of the earth. So we're looking forward to seeing if that has any noticeable effects. So we'll let you know. Watch this space. Hello, okay, so today is 501 day, and we're very lucky to have our esteemed biodynamic colleague with us, Marie. And as you can see that she's stirring here now. Hello. Hi, Marie.
Everyone. Hello.
And so what are you up to over there?
I'm stirring 501.
501, that's exciting. That's very exciting. So tell us a bit about 501. What's it supposed to do?
501 is a very important one. It's the one that's made of silica.
Oh yeah.
That's quartz.
Yeah.
And it helps the light from the sun go into the soil.
Okay.
So brings sunlight into the soil really.
Okay, that's cool. Hello.
Hi Nick.
And so what are you up to?
As you can see, Nick,
yeah.
I'm spraying the 501 that we stirred earlier on.
Yeah.
On the strawberries and whatever else you've planted here.
So they're going to be like biodynamic strawberries?
They are indeed.
Cosmic strawberries?
Indeed.
Wow. Great.
Yeah, fantastic.
So I can see the strawberries are starting to flower.
Yes.
This is going to help with photosynthesis, is it?
I'm sure.
Is that funny? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So why is that? Is that something to do with the warmth ether, light ether?
Yeah, 501 has a lot to do with the warmth and light ether. And here in Ardèche, where the sun doesn't shine very often, and as you can see, the weather is very similar to what you get in Britain.
Yes.
At least today.
Yeah, it is today.
In the winter.
Yeah.
So we have to bring a lot of. You have to encourage the light and warmth ether with the 501 prep.
Wow,
which is
that's
what we're
great.
doing now.
Good, great.
So, yeah, they're going to be biodynamic strawberries and.
Lovely. Okay, let's move on.
I think the apple tree liked it.
Yeah. We only got 1 apple out of that last year, so we'll kind of report back at the end of this season and see how many apples we get out of it. I know that in Tablehurst they like to get 60 apples off a tree. So anything more than 1 would be good. Sort of between 1 and 60, I'm
Sounds
hoping.
fair.
Yeah, I'll count them. Okay, so peppering. All our lettuces have been eaten by slugs. They're starting to come out. So we've collected a few of them, and we're going to burn them, mix their ashes with some water, and spray it over the garden. And in biodynamics, this is called peppering, and it's a remedy against trying to get rid of these pests. I think they do it with foxes quite often. There's quite a lot of success. So we're going to try it with slugs. That's our experiment. Okay, so today's experiment is going to be the biodynamic sowing and planting calendar. Voila! I've been trying to get my head around it, and it's a little bit too much for my very small brain to comprehend. But we're going to try. We're going to experiment with it. I've been reading about some research in this very good book called The Secrets of the Soil about one of the Camp Hill communities in America, Pennsylvania, that claim that they can get their seedlings, their broccoli seedlings, to germinate in 3 days, where normally it takes 2 weeks. So that's a pretty impressive difference, and if you're running a commercial enterprise, that would have a big impact on you know, your competitors and stuff like that. So we're going to try it. We haven't actually got any broccoli, but we're going to try it with pumpkin, French beans, cucumber, and a very, very special seed, biodynamic seed we have, a gardener's delight, tomato seed by a man you may have heard of called Arjen Hoes. So we look forward to testing that. So the biodynamic calendar splits up into flower, leaf, fruit and root day. And today is it's a full moon, it's a fruit and seed day. So it's going to be good for these crops we're gonna plant, the pumpkin, French beans, cucumber and tomatoes. And so yeah, we'll plant them, we'll see how long it takes them to come up, and we'll let you know. Okay, thanks.
Okay, Nick, so what's the experiment for today?
So today is equisetum, which is horsetail, common weed, and we've put it in a vat of water for the past couple of weeks, and we're going to drain it off today, and we mix it down, 1 part equisetum, 10 parts water, and we're going to spray it on this plant, pumpkin, which is getting this powdery mildew kind of stuff, and we don't want it to spread any worse. It's already spread to the cucumber plant, which is next to it. So we're going to spray this and see how that goes. But also we're going to do half the plant with equisetum, which is obviously a biodynamic remedy, and then the other half with an organic remedy, which is organic milk. They're both roughly 1 parts remedy, 9 parts water, 9 to 10 parts water. And then we'll compare them and see how it works and if it works, and we'll let you know.
Great.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
What day is it today?
It's day 5, and something's happened.
Ooh.
Have a look. So, are you zooming in on this? If we look, there's nothing happening with the pumpkins, but the French beans are coming through, day 5, and then cucumber, nothing, and then Arjen's tomatoes starting to come through there, biodynamic tomato seeds.
Yay!
Wow, good, eh? 5 days, so not 3 days like was said in the book, but 5 days, which is pretty good considering it takes longer normally. So good so far, first experiment going well. Okay, reporting back about the apples, the apple trees that me and Marie put 501 on. So I think we only had 1 or 2 apples on this last year, and we've already got quite a few. I don't know if you can see, but it's looking pretty good. Don't know if we've got 60, but we've definitely got about 30. So pretty happy with that. And the same on the apple tree over there, and the same on our peach tree. Okay, so just feeding back about the experiment, the equisetum and organic milk experiment. So if we look at this first pumpkin plant here, where we sprayed the equisetum, you can see that a lot of the mildew has kind of started to fade, and a lot of the new leaves have come up that are very unaffected by it. So it has really cleared it up quite well. There's still a few little traces of it, and this was after 3. I did 3 applications of equisetum, and it's kind of really cleared up here, which is great. And so we'll go over to the organic milk plant here, and it didn't do so well. If you can see that the leaves have they're pretty much still covered in this mildew. It's cleared up a little bit, but most of the leaves you can see have died. Again, this was 3 applications, so I don't quite know what's going on here. So yeah, looks like I'll be using Equisetum in future. Okay, so reporting back about the peppering of the slugs and snails, and we put them on the lettuces. So it's about 2 weeks later, so let's have a look at how they're doing. As you can see, it's the one we filmed 2 weeks ago. It's doing really, really well now. And all the rest. Along here. Great stuff.
So how did it go in the end, Nick?
Yeah, good. It was there were some good and interesting experiments we carried out. As you can see from the feedback, a lot of them went well. I was particularly impressed with the 501 test and the yield we got from the fruit trees. 500 was a bit harder to quantify, but we weren't using it in tandem with the compost preps, which I think they need to work together as a synergistic whole there. So that's something that we're putting into place next year. Planting by the moon was interesting in that the crops we grew, broccoli, French beans, cucumbers and tomatoes, all normally have a germination time of 7 to 14 days, and the pumpkins and cucumbers both came up under 6 days, which is only a day early, but it all helps. But the beans and Arian's tomatoes came up 5 days, after 5 days, so that's good. So I was impressed with that. Equisetum worked well, and yeah, on the whole, as a basic kind of starter, really impressed, and we'll be improving on that next year, and hopefully it'll go from strength to strength. Thanks for watching. Good night.
That's okay, Nick, you can stop filming me now.